This is the XYZ model by Francis Al. It's made with 6 sheets of paper, and I used green, yellow, and orange. 8.5-inch squares, or 21.5 centimeters, which gives a dimension of, along the short edge, 4.25 inches, or 10.7 centimeters. And then this long edge gives a 6.25 inch, or 15.9 centimeters. Today I'm going to be showing how to fold the model XYZ by Francis Al. You'll want 6 squares of paper. I'm using 3 different colors so that you can distinguish between each one. I'm using 8.5 by 8.5-inch square. So let's get started. First, you'll want to fold in half. So we're going to take this edge and align it with this edge. And unfold, and you want to take this edge, but you don't want to go to the middle. You want to leave a 1 millimeter gap, which isn't very big, so we'll just put a small gap in there. So you've got this center edge, and you can see the gap that's there. See, this is the edge, and this is the center edge, so there's a gap there. So to get the other side even, we're just going to flip it over, and then we're going to align this edge with this bottom edge. And so now you've got that gap in between. See, there's your 2 edges, and you can see that gap that's in between. So now you're going to flip it over, and you're going to bring this edge to this edge. And you just want to pinch right there in the middle. So you get this intersection. There's your middle crease, and then the pinch you just created. So you rotate it and do the same thing. This edge to this edge. right there in the middle. And there's your intersection. So you're going to bring this bottom edge up to where those intersect. And then you're going to crease all the way through. So you bring the bottom edge to that intersection, and then you crease. Same thing on this side, bottom edge to that intersection. And now you have something that looks like this. You've got your two intersecting points and those folded up on those. So now you're going to take and squash fold these four edges. So you just squash fold these, bring this top layer down, and mash that edge down. We'll do that on the remaining three sides. So now you have something like this. So you're going to bring this bottom edge up to the top edge and fold in half. So you just fold that in half, and then you take these bottom flaps and fold them back on the existing crease that's there. So you have the crease here and here on both sides. So you're just folding back on those. And that is your first module. And you've got two flaps on each side, and you've got two pockets on each side. So make 5 more of these and we'll put it together. Oh, if you want all of them to be even, you can unfold the first module, take your second one, get your middle crease, have your middle crease in there, and line the middle creases up. And then take this side and fold it in until you meet this crease on your first module. just make a pinch mark there. And line everything up and then crease through, and that will give you about the same size on each module so that you can have them all the same width from that middle line. And now that we have all 6 folded, it comes the fun part of putting it together. So I'm going to start with the orange and yellow. So you have your 2 flaps and 2 pockets on each side. So you're going to take 2 flaps and put into the 2 pockets. So you put 1 flap in 1 pocket, and this you can kind of bend so that it fits in there. And then you'll want to line the edges up. So there's 2 put together. So you have your orange and your yellow. So that it looks like that. So then you can hold the flaps up on the first one. So you take your third one and put your 2 flaps in 2 pockets of the second unit, which would be the orange. And then you'll want to put your flaps into the pockets of the third unit from the first unit. So you have something like that. So yellow's the first unit, orange is the second, and green is the third. So you have the orange and the yellow, the green and the orange, and yellow and the green. So that's your 3 modules put together. So now we're going to have an orange on this side. Try to straighten this out. So we'll put the orange flaps into the side of the yellow. And then we'll put the green inside the orange. So there's 4 units put together. You can see that the orange one is completed. So now we're going to put a green on this side. And this is where it gets kind of tricky. We have the green and the orange. I'll go ahead and connect the yellow. And then we'll connect this side of the green into the orange. So now we have the green one done. So all that's left is one yellow. The last one is always the most complicated, which is why the gap is in between. You don't go all the way to the middle. That way you have a little more play with the way you can pull them so that you can get the flaps in there. So I'm going to connect the orange ones first. So I just fold that flap, open up this pocket a little bit, and slide that one in there. And same thing on this side. You can open that flap up a little bit and slide that in there. So now all we have left is to connect these 4 yellow flaps into the green side. You can open that flap up a little bit and slide that in there. So you have the yellow connected in there. Try to make it a little easier for you to see. So we slide the yellow into that green, lift up the yellow so that you can open this pocket up some. You don't want to lift it too far because you'll rip it. Kind of bend that, and it should slide right in there. So there's your green completed, your yellow, and your orange. And that is the XYZ model by Francis Al. So, good luck if you try it. I hope my video helps a little bit. And if you want to leave me a video response or comment showing that you completed it, I'd like to see it. And we'll see you next time.